know you may not believe it, but God did it. Hi, very good evening, beautiful Lagos City and beyond. Hello and welcome along to the Football Fans Lounge show right here on Voice of the People, now the Punch from Lagos City. Let me quickly get this one to you, a quick one. Apologies that Did You Know show would not be coming your way today. The Factual Time on the radio would not be coming your way, and also I just apologize. I could say that again. A whole lot of people are really anticipating, waiting for that time to come, but then that would not be coming your way today. But then later on, all of the stuff you need to know, we'll give you updated. And another one again, Lagos City and beyond. For every other football stories emanating the world of sports generally, I'll let you know. But that will come with time. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, guess who we have in the studio today? It is a very great time again to be here, talk about Football Fans Lounge. And if you're missing today, or if you've missed, don't even miss, just stay here. We have I could say a very big name, not just to say hype words. Talk about a very big name. We have Samson Siasia. I could love to say Coach Samson Siasia in the building, in Nigerian former professional football striker, although many want to say forward for now because the game changed. Formerly we used to use the word striker. He's a very good player, you know the story about this man. Now he was also a former head coach of the Nigerian senior national team, talking about the Super Eagles, and that was from 2010 to 2011. He was later reappointed, and that's just how good this man is. We talk about our coach Samson Siasia. But just in case you are joining, this is Voice of the People, now the Punch FM Lagos City, the best place to be at all time. I remain your host. My name is Kizzy K, the only man that's got our pace info. Why not give me your attention on the show so I can run your race on the radio like Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. My team and I remain very strong. That's the reason why nobody can mark us like Rashford. I'll tell you, I love to shoot from the outside like I'm Fede Valverde, and you need to know that. But I got an email with me on the show, not like making us debut before we move to the big name who have our guest, Coach Ijeoma Egwuatu in the building. Coach, how you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. It's been a while. Great to have you on the show.
Long time, yeah.
You're welcome. How have you been?
Fine. It's been a long time.
Where have you been? You just leave us come out. Why?
Yeah, I've been on the move. It's still football business. Yeah, that's why you've not been seeing me.
Okay, so we go back to talking ways right now on the show. Like I told you, we've got a lot to talk about. Like I told you, we have our man talk about the very big name Samson Siasia in the building. But before we move, before you hear his voice, let's talk about Coach. You, a United fan. Let's quickly talk about the FA Cup. I want to say that to you sharply. I've just run. Now, Amad Diallo, that man, that young player, the Ivorian. If there's not anything about I love about a man, I love the fact that he's just the next big thing, right? We could say that. What happened on Sunday? I'm just seeing you for the first time for a long time. For Sunday, did you see it on paper? It was Liverpool the better side. And
if you ask me, for me, I'm a Man U fan. I give them out to Man U because
you give before time.
Before time, yeah.
Oh.
Because when I watched the first 15 minutes of the game, I saw the way they were getting the chance. They were missing, and I felt, look, these guys are going to change the day. But I wasn't surprised when they won the match. And the young man they brought in, I think the coach made a very right change at the right time.
But let's talk about the red card. The red card is my point now.
No, he was carried away.
He was carried away.
He got a yellow card. It can happen to anybody.
It could have been anybody, right?
Yeah, it could.
Okay, so that's Coach Godson Igwe. We have him in the building as well. But then our case study is the man. I love to talk about Samson. When I saw him, when I had a word with him downstairs, I started by saying I'm privileged to have you. And that's just how big it is. For me, it wasn't like an opportunity. And I said, this one I'll go utilize on today. Seeing Samson Siasia, I've always known him from the onset. I know about the Siasia world and how maybe I said with to the high palm. That's just what it is, how big it is. But on the show, Lagos City and beyond, join me as I welcome Coach Samson Siasia. Hello, Coach. Good evening. Great to have you join us.
What's up?
I'm very well, Coach. I'm okay. So happy to have you on the show.
It's nice to you.
Right.
It's nice to be with you.
Right.
And it's nice to be on this station, 90.3 FM. And this is very impromptu. I just saw you downstairs,
I know.
and your boss is my very good friend.
Right.
The least I can do is just come out here and talk about sports.
Right. I appreciate you anytime. Let's just get started. A lot of people are waiting for this day. So let's start with that very one. I would love to say, how has life been for you? talking about away from football, we know for 2019 until counting. I mean, just for August, you were back in the game. So how's life been for you so far?
Well,
away from football, because I know you love football so well, so it's what you love to do.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you guys about how the old Samson Siasia story started.
Right.
You know, for some people that don't know that, I'm a very straight boy from Ijegule in Lagos State.
Wow, I never knew that.
You understand? Yeah, most of people don't even know that because they don't know about Samson Siasia where he became a prominent football star.
Right.
You understand? But I grew up in Ijegule and to keep away from the vices and all the problems and all that, all we did was to play in the streets. Most of the people would know about Navy Ground and Sandy Field and all that stuff. That's what we did.
Right.
Continue playing each and every day. Sometimes my mom would come to the field and drag me out. And that's it. So when we had the chance to move forward, we played in the league, lower leagues and all that, Blackwood, Julius Berger and all. That's where all this thing started from. So don't forsake a low beginning.
Right.
You know,
that's the grassroots.
You cannot do that.
You can't take care of it.
Yeah, so when it comes to the time where we have to progress and move to the next level and all that stuff, then the school sports came into play. Back then, we're missing a lot of things.
Wow.
That's why we can't even get a good team in the youth level anymore because the school sports is dead.
Right.
It has to be revived. You understand? So if you're going to school and you're playing football at the same time, you know, it's a win-win case. You gotta do one of the two. You understand?
Really? Can you say that?
Yeah,
you have to do one of the two?
Yes.
It doesn't work together.
It can work together. Well, first of all, you have to know how to read and write.
Okay.
You know,
it's not a contract.
you have to know how to read and write. Because if you go to Europe, who's going to discuss or read your contract to help you? It's a very important thing.
Right.
You got to go to school. At least to the secondary school level where you can read and write, where you can communicate and talk to people.
Okay, so coach, now let's get on one part. You worked under one of the best managers, if not the best for me. I could say that. Clement Hendrik Westerhoff, the Dutchman. We saw what happened, and we're still looking. Are we ever going to see a set like that of yours? Talk about the 19 out of 4 US. I would not forget in a hurry, and also the Tunisian out of 4. You were part of that squad, and how was it? How was Clement Westerhoff able to get you guys to get a lot of talented players? We saw the deviation. Some went for Japan 93. I know the story about Kanawanko, Celestine, Babayaro also, But how was Clement? Let's talk about it now that you're here quickly. How was he able to get that set of players? I mean, looking at the set.
Yeah, it didn't just happen overnight. You understand?
Right.
The 92 Nations Cup, 1992, right?
Japan 93.
No, we did in Senegal.
Okay, that was the Nations Cup.
In the Nations Cup, and we lost in the semi-final or something like that. Then the 94, where we won. So the bulk of those same players came together to form another one in the 94 squad. So it's not like one day.
Right.
It took some
process.
time. It's like elimination by substitution, trying to make a team a better one. You understand? So we had one of the best teams in '94.
Right.
We had players that can run like rabbits. We have Amunike, we have Finidi George, we have Samson Siasia, Mokachi. Everybody on that front line, they're all scorers.
Right.
They can score goals. We're not waiting for anybody else. It's not like the team that we had. If your team don't score, no one's going to score goal. So we have players that can score. These people are playing not in the local league. They are playing in Barcelona, Nantes, Bruges, and all that. Big clubs in Europe at that time. So that's what we had.
Okay, so coach, let's get into talking ways. The part now, your band, right? So far, your band. I'm happy your band will be done in just a couple of months' time. In as much I know you might not want to talk about it, but let's talk about it. Do you get support so far from your colleagues and also the NFF, the body governing the game, so far for now? Have you been?
Well, colleagues, no. Nobody has called me to talk to me or say, what can we do to help you or support you while you've been banned for the last 5 years?
Okay.
None. You understand? Even they play a novelty match right in front of my office in Abuja.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Oh, you were not invited.
Then me.
That's too bad.
I don't even understand what has FIFA ban got to do
with you as a person.
FIFA said I cannot coach.
You're still an ex-international.
Yes.
Yeah.
You deserve all this.
Yeah. So I don't even understand what, but it's left for them to figure it out themselves.
Of course, yes.
I don't hate any one of them. They did what they have to do, but I'm doing what I have to do.
Yeah,
I have to get 5 years is not easy.
Right, I know.
It's not easy taking care of your family. You have bills to pay and all that stuff. But I just going to give kudos to my state governor for the support he has given me.
Wow.
When I had this FIFA problem, Wiki and some other people that have supported me.
They rallied around you.
Yes, because to defend yourself against FIFA, it's your cost.
I know, Coach.
It's 500,000 euros.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
What did you say?
500,000 euros to defend. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Do you know how much it takes to get lawyers from Switzerland and all that to represent
fight the case for you?
Nobody else did anything apart from some friends that I've talked about and some other guys that I can't remember now that have been there for me. But at the end of the day, it's almost over. So I thank God that I had people that actually stood up for me. That up to today, for the record, I don't want to talk about it after that. FIFA can actually prove any wrongdoing because they say bribery. Bribery is when money moves from one hand to the other.
Right.
Let them show us the proof
and the evidence. Yeah.
Okay, you mean so far now there's no proof from FIFA?
No, don't you today? Let them show us. You understand? This is the last time I'm going to talk about it because this thing is going to be over in another 5 months.
Of course,
So I don't want to dwell about it. Let it pass with the past.
Okay.
You understand? I want to move forward and focus on my career because I have a lot of things to do. You understand? It was so bad.
Now, Coach, talk about your career. What are we anticipating? I mean, your return to football. What will it be like? I can't wait.
Wait, I'm not going to say it.
You can't say. You just want to share with us.
It's going to be like a surprise.
Yeah,
it's going to be like.
And we're all looking forward to that.
Exactly. Everybody's waiting.
I've learned my lessons.
Right.
You understand? And people have to learn from what happened to me too.
Yeah.
You understand? When you're talking to people, you have to know exactly who you're dealing with. You're talking to. You understand?
Exactly.
So you have to learn from other people's mistakes. But I'm just want to say, I want to forget about this.
All right.
I want to move forward. I want to be the best coach that's ever coached the Super Eagles.
Okay. So when you talk about the Super Eagles, Coach,
I just want to come in from what Coach, just a point he made here.
Right.
If the fact that they had a problem.
Right.
And the ex-players played a match just a few meters from his.
Yeah, just close.
They did not even remember him. It's quite unfortunate to hear that because that is why a lot of people who refuse to play for Nigeria.
Right.
So because what if he had an injury or anything happened to him that is not more alive? Is that how they're going to treat him? But thank God he's alive and he's saying this. But it's really unfortunate because what has FIFA ban got to do with an ex-player when you have to call a colleague? And that's the way you can even bring him very close.
It can be isolated.
Make him feel happy. It's really unfortunate.
The game doesn't even promises that. I mean, it's a game that we want to see everybody get to unite. But we still have Coach Samson Siasia right here in the station, voice of the people. Another punch from Lagos City. Just in case you are joining, we're having a chit chat with him, and it's been amazing for the short time. Well, Coach, let's go into another one. The Super Eagles. I love to say this. Was it on Saturday? I can't recall. Or was it for last week? I was on the radio and I talked about a report that says it was you saying you never applied for the job, the vacant role. You never applied, and we had about 500 applicants for that job, and you said it's a disclaimer. I would want to confirm that live here on the radio, Lagos City. Did you apply for the job?
Well, before I even go there, I want to say something.
Okay.
All right. When the Super Eagles team came back and they did well.
Okay.
Coming second is not easy.
Yeah.
But we, the ones that actually won the Nations Cup till now, most of us don't even have our houses since '94.
Oh,
this is what's something that I want to,
point out.
I want to point out. I'll actually get an audience with the president because the president, Ahmed Tinubu, is doing a great job and he wants to make sure everybody is happy. Everybody's taken care of. You understand? We'll have time to talk to people to get to him.
Right.
Because about 3 or 4 of these players are dead.
Yeah, true.
You understand?
Yeah.
Right. Up till now, for me, I don't know about other people. I don't know where these houses are. And the one they said they gave to West Up, if I can show you a picture of what's the video of what they showed us in Gwagwalada.
Abuja.
Yes, Gogola Abuja. That when we won that Nations Cup, there was no Gogola that. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
You know, people have injured themselves. You know, died for this nation, and up to almost 30 years ago.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we're hearing this.
It's so unfair. It's not good.
Yeah. It's a tough point.
Yeah,
it's actually a lot of tough point to look into.
So how do you encourage your players to come and play? So that's why now they're going to Europe to bring players that are born in Europe.
Yeah.
And they don't give chances
everybody wants to leave
here.
Nigeria because with the experience now he has now, a lot of young players don't want to play in Nigeria any longer because they want to take care of their future when they leave football. Because with this revolution we're getting now, I mean, nobody's interested in staying.
Coach, what are we practicing when we do this? Talking about those
it's a wrong signal to our growth in football and who come into play. It's a very wrong signal because for people like him, ex-players who played football 30 years ago, the promise they made is not yet fulfilled. I mean, how are we sure that this one is going to be fulfilled? Though he has, Bola Tinubu is doing very well, you want to make sure that everybody is taken care of. As far as you have made Nigeria proud, and I'm sure it's going because it's somebody that always fulfill his promise. And I hope you with this, and they have to look into it because it is what they have promised and they have to do.
Coach, let's just hope everything comes out all right. Let's hope everything comes out the way it needs to be because it doesn't sound good to hear. It sounds weird. It's absurd. Right? You don't want to hear this. This doesn't happen in Europe. We don't hear this in Europe, and it happens more in a country like Nigeria. But we want to see the best out of it. But Coach, tell me about the Super Eagles vacant, that job, the application. Did you apply for that job? I would want to ask.
Come on, man. It's common sense. It's common sense. You know, say when you're banned till August, you don't have the right to even apply for the job.
Okay.
So I don't know who did apply for me. Whoever that person is, you're wrong, you're failed. You're not supposed to do that. I don't want to get into problems with FIFA anymore.
I get it.
You see, the problem with FIFA, they're just afraid of FIFA. FIFA is human being like me and you.
Oh, okay.
There are people that run FIFA, not anybody from space.
Okay.
You understand? You cannot be afraid of FIFA. You understand? When you're doing something wrong, they have to punish for what you've done wrong. But when you don't have any proof, you cannot punish someone for what he has not done. You understand? So Nigeria is supposed to afraid for FIFA. FIFA doesn't know that Nigerian teams are traveling 15 hours by bus to other states to go and play. Is it not against FIFA rule? How come FIFA didn't say anything about that? And they want Nigerian league to be better when you're making these players suffer to travel 10-15 hours and you are letting them to play the next game to become great players.
That's a lot of fun.
We have to look in-house. We have to do our own due diligence. You understand? You want the league to be better. Show the league on TV like every other countries, so they can watch our players playing in the league, and not hustling to go out of this country and start, looking for visas and all that. If you're playing well, these people from Europe, they watch you and ask you
from here.
Yes, they will give you visas to go there. Why can't let's do our job. Let's do our due diligence at home first. You understand? Going to Europe is not a walk on the park. It's not. They have people in Europe that wants to play. You have to be better than those ones there. So
Lagos City, it's a lot to talk about with Coach Samson. See, I'm picking a lot of words.
I just want to say something Coach said here. For somebody to apply, it's good for him to clear this thing.
I knew because I know how
it is very wrong because for somebody to say that he's about to finish his ban and somebody says applying, we want him to go into problem with FIFA again. It's deliberate and we are enemy to ourselves. And it's a Nigerian that did
that. Are you trying to say someone actually applied?
No, how did they know that?
Yes.
How?
Wow.
Okay, they should show me the application letter, who wrote it and where it came from. Is it online or how?
It's good that you clear it because so that they don't get into trouble again anymore.
Okay.
It seems as if people are enjoying it.
Okay, Coach. It sounds like a cruise of the game. We know how we can work. But quickly, let's get another one. The job. We've seen the likes of Michael Nsien, who is one of the coaches from the 19 in America. We've seen the likes of, a lot of managers. Amunike is just the latest man everyone is talking about. Sondolise talked about how right it would be if he gets on the job. A whole lot of people take it from the MPFL or Gumada Day Remo Stars. Elechi Kofi Dailies for Rangers International. I think I had another name. I can't recall the name, but a lot of people are really vying for that position. Who would you want to say? Do you think an indigenous manager Because Segun Degbami, 1980 Nations Cup winner, has always said we should have an indigenous manager. We've seen the likes of Ivory Coast, MFA. How did he get the results? I mean, Gassi left the job and Emi got the results. So, Coach, long story cut short, do you think we need an indigenous manager or foreigner?
Long story cut, right? The Ivorian example should be what we're looking at.
Okay.
Clear.
You understand? It's just crystal clear that these foreign people, they don't have anything to do with us. They don't care about us.
No interest,
You know, all about these foreign guys are just the money. Let's forget about this colonial mentality now. Let's come back to the real world. Deal with your people, train them, get them to get this.
And that's a process, Coach.
That's it. It's a no-brainer now. Have you seen any foreign coach as one that won the World Cup for
no, never.
What are we talking about? So we have to go back in-house.
Right.
You understand? Do our due diligence. You understand? Work on our people. After I'm not colonial mentality. How many years ago?
We need to take that away from us.
Get out of this thing now. It's so embarrassing. Okay, you bring a white man, you pay him millions, $120,000, and you bring a Nigerian and say we'll pay you $2 million naira.
Yeah.
What's this? And for the same work, are we slaves?
The first century we are in now.
What kind of rubbish is this now?
Yeah. Coach, sincerely, you're just like an eye opener on the show. I'm just thinking, I'm reminiscing a lot of things in my head, and I'm being like, okay, let's talk about the money part. Do we pay? We pay for it. Pesero the last time he said, I need 50,000. That was for an ultimatum that was placed on him, and he said the Nations Cup. The semi-final was where he was placed on. He passed it, and later on his archive grew. We know the story, right? He was anticipating for 120. We don't want to talk about money, but the question is, the indigenous managers that you're craving to see, do we still pay them what we pay the foreign managers?
They will never do it.
They will never do it, but we should be.
We're very myopic.
Yeah.
And wicked to our people. I can tell you for free. That's it. So if that coach was there as a Super Eagles coach, you are paying that amount of money. Why won't you pay the same money
to Nigeria? What makes him different?
If what's the difference? Is it not the same job?
Is it the same color?
I don't understand.
No, racist actually.
No, it's very wrong.
But it looks so anyways.
It's very wrong. How come you bring you stamping on the head of your own people? This one taking the money out of the country. This person
is going to invest the money
here. It's not fair. What will do to our own people?
Okay, I know. I understand your plight.
No, you don't understand. I'm just telling you that it's very wrong.
I do understand your plight because there's nothing so special. El Pesero. I mean, looking at El Pesero, his archive is not even. Let's talk about it.
Okay, when we look at Pesero and MON here,
right?
In terms of the record in terms of play, I'll check the record.
I saw your Olympic team. I mean, I saw at Beijing. I saw what you did with the team.
Oh God, I can tell you for free. Now they are looking for applications from here and there and other. When they apply, they ask Pesero to coach Super Eagles. How many people applied? How many? Who applied before Pesero? They only brought Pesero and they gave him the job.
They gave him
it was given to him.
So if these people know what they are doing, it's just a charade. You understand? Bring this job. They know who they want. This one they say it's the due diligence. They make sure they said okay, we'll turn it out so you can apply. But they know what they want.
They made up their mind of who they want to bring in.
So coach, you think that still stands now?
As it stands now, for me,
it's the same thing now. Yeah. It's the same thing. But what we're looking for now is do it with the Nigerian coach. I don't care who that coach is. You start do with Nigerian people.
Okay, so coach,
we'll keep trying until we get it right.
I know you would love to be in that position. I know how much you love to manage the Super Eagles. And you said it before you started. You still have an eye for that job, but that's aside for now. Let's look into the part where I don't know. Some of those ex-players are your teammates. Do you have a candidate? I'm just saying personally. Do you have someone you believe can do that job for now? Because looking at the way it is, we have the World Cup qualifiers. I will say the way it is. My annoyance on the part was when we let the Pesero go. I was so not happy when I saw the vacant role because we have a short period of time to prepare. The Morocco comes for next year, 2025, the Nations Cup. The World Cup qualifiers is closed with South Africa. and you let a manager leave, and if you're letting a manager leave, you should have had someone to replace.
But excuse me, we have like Finidi George there.
Yeah, he worked to Pesero. I mean, longest
he worked with him. He's in Nigeria. Yes, we have him.
So it should have been a plug and play. Why not? So why are we not seeing a plug and play? We've seen that Garcia left. Let's talk about Ivorians. Jane Garcia, he left. He got a job in Marseille, no issues. He left, and Emma Faze was the closest. I mean, he got on the job. He was like a plug and play. Do you get my point? So why are we searching out for a manager?
Just like what coach said there, it's really unfortunate that we are still dragging it. We should have filled that gap immediately because we have somebody like Finidi George who was the third coach or the second coach that went to the Nations Cup and they did very well. So if there's that space should have been closed before now. But even if they want to wait and get the best out of them, it should be a Nigerian, because by now they should have concluded that one.
Okay, let's hear from Coach Siasia. Do you have any man in mind?
Well, we have to be very
logical,
very, very logical about what we're doing. Okay, Finidi George, while he was with Pesero, I never saw him one time on the field.
On the sideline, right?
Never.
Yeah. True.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Of course, yeah.
You understand? He didn't even go and warm up anybody and all that. Pesero brought 3 other people.
Right, we saw those men.
So what has Finidi done? All this time that is there. Finidi is from my state.
Oh, okay.
He's a Bielsa boy. But you understand, I'm just saying it the way it is.
Right.
You understand? But you have Finidi, you have Amunike.
Right.
Those are the 2 best choices that we have.
At the moment,
Right now that we have.
At this point.
At this point. So look at their credentials. Look at what they've done before now. And you all of us here will know exactly who will be the next Super Eagles coach. I don't want to mention names because it's obvious that you know exactly what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so before we open the phone lines, a lot of people want to have a chit chat with Coach Samson Siasia. Coach, do you have someone you want in mind?
I don't have, because like you said, Finidi George and Munike at the moment they're the best we can look at, and then they have the record, they have the good record. We've seen their record in their performance in their league, Nigerian league and outside Nigerian league. So they should consider those 2 people. And then you see, the problem we have here is if our NFF, our people can support our indigenous coach and push them in. There's no difference.
They need support.
They need support. That's all they need. Push them in and then give them all the encouragement they need. Train them and then see we'll get.
Okay, so lastly, Coach, let's get on this now. For that role, when we now have the manager that emerges as whichever way, the Super Eagles head coach, would there be any pressure from the NFF or from the manager himself doing the job?
Oga, you know this Super Eagles coach matter here. They speak broken because
you have to go down to the ground here.
Long.
It's a tough place.
It's tougher than tough, sir. When you get in there, you have people that are in Nigeria,
right?
They've not done anything about football. They don't know anything about sports and all that. They will make team lists for you. The day you want to play a match, they will make team lists for you. That this is the players that you have to use. And you, as a head coach, you'll be looking at them
because they got you on the job. But you can't say no.
No, do you know how many people know more than you as a coach?
Wow.
That they've not coached anybody before. Super Eagles position is not a walk on the park.
Right.
I'm telling you, as soon as you get that position, you're in hell. One, these players are coming with a lot of attitude. Big boys. They're making so much money than you. And you, thank God say you didn't play a local league. That they know that you played in Europe, you've seen the world and all that stuff. That's your saving grace. Otherwise, this guy will snap. You'll just step on your head and say, "Fuck you." Nothing will happen.
All right, so we go. Be open out of part from Lagos City, the best place to be. You know, don't hear from Coach Matt. Don't be saying me talk. You don't say talk and say not being apply for that rule because get we know they cause say Siasia the suspension can they apply. You don't talk and say that's what you'll be and not apply. You mean I go say you don't talk. You don't talk for live radio, national radio now we just did so. You don't talk and say I not apply for that job. But I don't hear the Super Eagles matter. It's too long. Cause if I say long, reach that Lagos 10 million bridge.
Long,
it's too long. I beg for safety. All right, I just know that. the show have to come to you. If you be part of the show right now, let's get your conversation. Don't forget you can still join us via YouTube on Voice of the People 90.3 FM and also via WhatsApp 0817-175-6338. I call the WhatsApp number again 081-7175-6338. But if you want to call us here live in the studio, have a chit chat, coach is in the building. The numbers to call are 0700-903-903-903. Let's go. Welcome to the show. Great to have you. Good evening. What's your name?
Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Right. Good evening. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm a first-time caller. My name is Emeka. I'm calling from Siasia.
Okay, I can celebrate you. Thank you so much, Emeka.
Okay. I actually want to speak with coach.
All right, he can hear you.
Siasia.
Right, he can hear you.
Incidentally, I was in the first match coach against the friendly match against Balogun Stadium.
Really?
Then incidentally again, I was in the last match. We played against Guinea in Abuja. We won't play 2-2.
Right.
When I think I was in the stand when coach was telling me what to do. And I said, I don't hear. This camera was at the stand shouting.
Right.
You know, the thing is, Coach Siasia is one of the best teams of Nigerian football. Quite unfortunate that he has a little setback.
Right.
But I know he will bounce back better. You know, he should always have the back of mind that he has produced the best for Nigeria.
Right.
For Nigerians. The likes of Mikel Obi, Obuke.
Right.
Just name them. You know, I know it plays an impact with blessed memory, Stephen Keshi.
Right.
You know, Stephen Keshi was a very good coach. I know if you ask me to pick, I think I'll pick Coach Siasia.
Okay.
I'm so happy hearing from him again. I pray that he will bounce back better.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. Small advice. It sounds like a fan of Samson Siasia. He said it all. That's what he feels. Okay. Let's go back to the phone line and get on this one. Who do we have here? Welcome to the show. Great to have you. Good evening. What's your name?
Good evening. My name is Henry. I'm coming from the Netherlands.
Oh, Henry from the Netherlands. Great to have you. Welcome. Let's talk.
Sure. I want to say good evening to your guest.
Okay.
Coach Siasia, it's a pleasure to speak to you.
Right.
Briefly, I actually have a few questions. I have 3, but I just picked one.
Okay.
For Coach Siasia. Like, considering how passionate Nigerian fan base is, and based on his experience coaching and playing at both international and local level,
right,
what does he think are the biggest challenges Nigerian football is facing, and how can we achieve consistent success in Nigerian football?
Okay. All right. Henry from the Netherlands, thank you so much. Coach,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Be safe. All right. All right. Thank you so much. We'll get on that. All right. Okay, we'll go back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to the show. Good evening. What's your name?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
I'm Ben from Eva. Good evening.
Okay. All right, Ben, go ahead.
Good evening. Yeah, he's hearing you.
I've been following Coach Siasia since 85, or Moscow 85.
Are you kidding me right now? Oh, okay.
It's Moscow 85, Saro Baba for Whitey and all those guys. Very hot.
Right.
I've been following him since that time. And schedule know that I've been nominating Coach Siasia and Mokachi.
Yeah, you've always said that when you call on the show. I recall that.
I told you that they are the 2 best coaches we have in this
I recall you said so, yes.
There is no other local coach again, I'm telling you the truth. I use his own personal money and give players dollars as bonus.
Right.
I use his place. Coach Siasia would have been under 20 winner. Argentina, they robbed him. In 2005. 2008. Olympics, Siasia would have been Olympic winner. They robbed him again. Argentina again, they robbed him. I think you understand. Siasia is the best coach Nigeria has ever produced.
Okay.
There is no 2 ways about it. Let me finish this objection. They just carry the job and hand over to him. And the reason why he did for that 2017 Nations Cup.
Right.
I know they carry because maybe they carry the match and go to Kano. And they became top eagles. Egypt, they play with Egypt.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Ben from Eba. All right. Thank you so. All right. Thank you so much, Ben from Eba. If you check a time well from our studios here, 40-minute gun past hours of 5 p.m. right here, it's still Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos City, the best place to be at all time. Having this exclusive interview with Coach Samson Siasia. We go back to the phone lines. Welcome. Good evening. What's your name?
Hello, good evening.
Great to have you. What's your name? Welcome.
This is Emmanuel, Mr. Lulu.
Okay, Emmanuel, let's have you. Welcome.
Coach Chico, good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Big name.
Right.
That's Coach Chico.
I salute you.
Yes, sir. I've been a fan of your job and I love what you do so much.
Oh, thank you.
And everything I've contributed to our national team.
Right.
But right now, you have said a lot of things, and some you don't want to say because of the kind of position you hold in Nigeria. But I want to put you on the spot.
Okay.
If you are the NFL president today, what would you do to change the sport in Nigeria? Because for what you have been saying, there are so many politics going on in the Nigerian Football Federation. So what would you like, or what would you do to change things and make it for the betterment of our sport? Because this is what brings us together in Nigeria.
Right.
So that's my question.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to same question related to that one. Let's get on this one again quickly. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, sir, and good evening. My name is Faulkner, calling from New York.
Okay, Faulkner from New York. How are you doing today?
I'm alright, sir. Casey.
Right.
Good evening, Mr. Siasia.
What's up, bro?
I'm alright, sir.
I'm good.
So I think the first thing is that I'm just going to thank you for your service that you've done for the country in the past over 20 or more than years. But there's one thing that you've mentioned also, because you guys have done a lot, and I felt like this is the best opportunity for you to state all the facts. We understood how the NFF and the government operates. In terms of they say something, but behind closed doors, that's not what's happening. And I felt like this is the right time for you to come out, give us the fact of things that happen behind closed doors that you feel that you could share about. In terms of the promises that they've laid for most of the players, both the past players and the few that you know now. And my second part of my stuff is that you've mentioned about the grassroots football, which you can also relate to what I'm about to say right now. I once played when I was in college in Nigeria and stuff. We play regular football. We see how the government does not. There used to be those part of like a school principal corps. There's not so much investment in that. I played here when I was in college here in New York. I played in NCAA. There was so much investment that you could start from like an elementary school. You become a superstar once you get to your final year in high school. Then you go to college. You become somebody. You get into like academies and stuff. So now what I'm saying is that, sure, you mentioned all these things that there's not much investment. What do you think that can be done currently, and what can be done currently that you feel like it can change the face of how we look at football in Nigeria as a moment? And also, what do you think? And I know that you don't really want to talk much about the coaching stuff. I know you're a good coach. You have other players like you that they can do good work also. Which impact do you think that all this new adventure for like players and the coaches, that the best option that we can look at, so that we can have a investment, not just a short-term goal of looking for like 2 years coaching.
Let me hold you on that. Thank you so much, Faulkner. Cup time. Let him answer this one now while he goes to other questions. All right. Thank you so much, Faulkner, from the New York. So, Coach, get on this one because I have a lot of questions piled up. I mean, a lot of messages here. We don't even think we can run all of this because on YouTube you see a whole lot of messages, on WhatsApp portal the phone line is still beeping. But let's get on the question just bit by bit. With this one now, what is said? Can you talk about it? What he said now.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, let's go with the first one. He said the first one question is about challenges, the Super Eagles and the FFL. What's the way forward? How do we make it okay?
The Super Eagles, the way forward should be transparent. And most of the issues about Super Eagles is the players don't receive their bonuses. the player get injured.
And that big challenge.
Yes, player gets injured, they forgot about the player. But not until when the player gets fixed, his back's on his feet, they want to invite him. Do you think that player will come back?
No.
Right. Understand? So to make sure a player plays for you, coach, you know.
He should be treated well.
First of all, this player is your son.
The welfare.
Yeah, you say the way you treat that player is the way he's going to play for you.
Exactly.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, what I've done is, since I've started coaching, all these people, all the players are like a child.
You take them as a child to you.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Because before
regardless of your status,
before I get anything to eat, these players have to eat.
Yeah, parents have to do.
You understand? I have to make sure they are comfortable. I make sure I make them feel like they are playing for me, but they're playing for Nigeria. They're wearing Nigerian colors. We go if you see how they treat before you get a team, you put up a team to go and play any youth tournaments. Under 17 is the worst. No water, nothing.
Very poor welfare.
So the NFF is where the problem is.
Yeah.
They should know when. They should know when a team is going to play. How long? Which month? Before they start hiring players and coaches to handle teams.
We have someone. All right. Hello. Good evening. Sorry. Hello.
Hello, Kisike.
Yeah. Welcome.
Cutting me off now.
I'm sorry.
Good evening. Nice to have you.
Okay. Great to have you. Sorry, coach.
Samson, Siasia, nice to hear from you.
Thank you.
One of your fans.
Thank you.
Anybody
I'm so happy.
Time, right.
If Kisike can remember, I told him that the coach I want to coach Nigerian back is Samson Siasia because he's a disciplined man. He don't take nonsense. I remember people Michael. He's a very good coach. I'm very happy.
Right.
And I know Almighty God will take you to mountain top in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Nice to have you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
There's something
Coach
said here, about the first challenge. How do we help the Super Eagles and they move? Like, you see, first of all, we have to remove politics. The coach said something.
Can it be taken off?
Everybody, when the moment they bring an indigenous coach, you see everybody want to control the coach. You see some people making team lists who does not even know anything about football.
Okay, coach, you played abroad. How is this done? Let's talk about it. How is it done out there? How? Talking about player telling the manager what to do. Is it done outside as well? Because you play club football.
How can a player tell the coach what to do?
Yeah. What about the board?
What board?
The board, like the NFF we have now.
No, NFF doesn't have the rights
to tell the manager
what to do. They don't even do that. It's left for the manager to do whatever he wants to do. You understand? At the end of the day, it's the manager's job.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you have to do what you think is right. So they're not going to come and ask you which players are going to play. Nobody's going to ask you that. You invite the players that you want. You understand?
Right.
It's a buckle hands on your table.
Right.
So you invite the players that you want. If they don't agree on what you're doing, they might want to say something. Yeah. They can say whatever they want to say. But you as a head coach say no. This is what I want to do.
If you fail, fine. If you succeed, you got.
Nobody fires anybody at the FA.
Right.
They fire the coaches.
Yeah.
For me, you cannot tell me what to do. I've done it before. Since I was born as a coach. When I started coaching, you cannot tell me what to do.
So during your time,
that's why they don't like me.
Okay.
They don't like me at all. I'm stubborn. I'm this. I'm that. But up to today, I'm one of the best coaches in Nigeria and Africa.
I love the fact that you're very proud of what you've done so far. But sounding this way, do you see you still getting the support of the NFF? Because this sounds like a true one. And let's say
no, the NFF with the new president.
Gusso, right.
Gusso, he knows the right thing to do.
Okay.
He wants to succeed.
Right.
He wants the right people to work with him. That's the kind of person he is.
Okay.
He's open to discussion. To tell him what is wrong and how we have to fix it.
Okay.
You understand? It's not a one-man thing.
Right.
He cannot handle this thing.
It's a teamwork.
No, he cannot. It takes a lot of people. If I decide to get a job, I think just me alone can handle this.
No, you can't.
I'll bring a lot of people in their areas of expertise.
Right.
We'll say, okay, what do we do here? What do we do? But at the end of the day, if we win, they will say it's coach. Is it not so?
Yeah.
It takes teamwork. That's what it is.
it's just a whole lot. We hope. Okay, check your time. It's 15 minutes. We have less time. Like I said before, I know it will be this way. A lot of people want to have a word with Coach Samson Siasia. Back to the lines again. Hello, sorry, I've not been taking the calls. Hello, welcome.
Okay, what's up the mic?
Good evening, great to have you. How are you doing today? What's your name?
My name is Robinson.
Oh, okay, you're welcome. Let's have you. I think 30 seconds to do for now. Let's run. 30 seconds. Let's go.
Okay, Coach, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my bro.
Coach, wow. PK.
Right.
You know, this one will be the first time you know that I play football.
What did you say?
You know, this is the first time you know that I play football. This is Robinson. I'm talking about
Okay.
And I was in the camp with Coach. I know Coach will not know you again.
Right.
Coach, don't compromise, though. Coach, don't compromise. Coach, know me from Navy Barracks. I was the junior brother in Albania. I was the same. Coach, he dropped me.
He dropped you.
He dropped me.
That's part of the game. Right.
Because I was one to three people left. Coach, he dropped me. He gave me support to the boom.
Right.
Coach,
thank you.
You see the vex?
Coach, that's what I see the vex.
No vex, so just my work.
I beg you. I beg. Thank you so much. Okay. Coach, just so much love from a lot of people out there for Coach Samson Siasia. That's how much you love here, and that's how much. See, your work speaks for you. It's not something you just we can just keep talking. I mean, I barely know.
Bro, I can tell you for free. Right. Sacrifice. Sometimes you see they give you a job and they don't give you the funds to do anything.
Oh.
You see, when they say a coach has failed, it starts from preparation.
Right. Yeah. That's
if you don't prepare well, what are you going to say? What do you expect? They're talking about Bosa has failed. Bosa has failed because he didn't prepare on time. You understand?
Right.
People are preparing well 6 months before time. You are going to African
less than 2 months.
2 months from now. Come on, man.
It's not possible.
Okay, so let's go on YouTube. Some messages. Our Fresh Nation says this interview should have been 2 hours. I'm so sorry. He went as far as saying big name coach Samson Siasia and another big name coach Igwe. The politics in the NFF is bigger and it's eating up our football. He said of Man United. Another one says everything Samson Siasia is saying is 100% correct. Yoruba TV. That's on YouTube. Another one says greetings. From here, my name is, I can't recall your name. Good job you are having here, Kiziki. I'm really enjoying your show. And also, I pray Coach Samson Siasia gets what he wants for himself. We're running out of time. Let's get back on the lines again. Hello, welcome. Good evening. What's your name? I did miss that call. Hello, Coach. We need to go. Our time is actually up. But let me promise you this. When next, Coach Samson Siasia, I've seen the love he has on the outside. I know you already know this before, but it's good you're confirming it. And I love the fact that you're here on the radio with us to confirm that disclaimer, because I read it on the show. It was like a report, but you're here live and you're telling us the way it is. You never applied for that job, and please, I love to say it again, he never applied for that very job, because right now we know the story. Hello. Great to have you. Good evening. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Joe from Ikoto.
All right, Joe, let's make it snappy. Talk to me. Coach is here. Let's go.
No, I just want to say hi.
You just want to say hi. That's so lovely. Thank you so much.
Nice, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right.
He's enjoying the show.
Okay. So for every one of you out there, a lot of messages. I will try to see that I get to convey the coach about all of these messages. I can't keep running other messages. And via WhatsApp, it's still that very long because of time frame. We know we need to go. But stay here, don't go anywhere. By 6 p.m., the world news will be coming up right here on the best dial, voice of the people now, the Punch FM. Legal City, Esther Wachuku will be here to take you through. Let's get on. This should be the last, which is like a bubble gum, but let's get on this. Okay. Hello. Great to have you. Good evening. What's your name? Can you do 30 seconds for me? Oluwashemilore, please. Let's go. Right.
I just need to say I don't.
Okay, thank you so much. I understand. I'm the one putting the pressure on them now because we need to go. Right. Thank you so much. So Coach Godson Igwe, Thank you so much for coming around.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure anytime, any day. Thank you so much. We hope to have you some other time. And also, we've been talking to talk about the former head coach of the Nigerian senior national team. That's the Super Eagles from 2010 to 2011, and later on he got reappointed again back in 2016. And that's how much he's been loved by other people. I'm so sure he knows how good he is. He doesn't sound like a hype. This man is just the next big thing. I see. The ban has just taken him off for a while, but he's got a lot in stock. He doesn't want to unfold a lot for us, but let's just keep our hands crossed as we wait to see what comes next for Coach Samson Siasia. Coach, sincerely, it's a nice time with you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for granting me the opportunity. I mean, you gave me the listening ear. I know you never knew me before, but thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to have a chit chat with you. Some other time we'll talk. All right. Okay.
Well, I just want to appreciate everyone that has been supportive.
Okay.
Of my coming back. Social media was so crazy. Even when I didn't apply, someone else applied for me. That actually means that these guys really want to come back. True. It's a good thing. Okay. But I wasn't the one that actually did that. But at the end of the day, I want to appreciate everyone that have supported me, have actually looked at me for what I've done to be the kind of candidate they need to be the Super Eagles coach. And I want to appreciate everyone that has supported me through the FIFA case. I talked about my governor, yes, Wike. These are the ones that actually gave me support, the kind of support I needed. I need to talk about these people. You know, the CDS doing, maybe he doesn't want me to call his name or not. And other people. I just want to appreciate every one of them. I say thank you.
Thank you so much
for the support when I was down under the valley. You know,
they
support. They stood for me because they believed that I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I thank God for everything. That at the end of the day, in August, this thing will be over.
Coach, I can't wait. I can't wait. Can you get a last word advice to the Super Eagles national team? I mean, just say what to them, Super Eagles. That's your advice.
Super Eagles? What?
The team. The advice to the team, the NFF, what I would.
The NFF, they have to do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, you always get the wrong result. You understand? No sentiments attached. Pick the right person.
Okay. We need to go. Thank you so much, Coach. Our voice of the people now, the Punch FM. You just heard from Coach. A word is a word now for the wise better word. I need to go on this time. Don't go anywhere. Like I told you, without God, there is never Kizike. And there is nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Keep dreaming big. Work hard to make it a reality. My name is Kizike.